God damn. He just woke this thing up.
Okay. Seeing that, I think sort of Nigrax will just say to the other two, we just need to get away quickly. And he'll kind of move out the room.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Yes, sir.
I think basically we're just going to have to try and evade it if we can.
Can I bar the door with anything? Is there anything around I can use?
There are crates inside that you could move to be in place of the door when you shut it. So I assume you do so. Excuse me.
Yeah. I'll shut the door.
Okey-doke.
Lock it. Well, no, we don't have. Well, we have a set of keys. Is this door? Does it have a lock?
It does.
Do the keys fit?
Nope.
Great. I'll just I'll close the door and bar it. Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here!
As you run down the corridor, you can still hear it banging, but the banging quickly starts to fade as you get further away. There's your natural muffling of the sound.
I suppose we just keep moving in this general direction.
Okie-dokie.
So if that thing finds it, how are we going to deal with it?
Chop it back into bits.
We could potentially use it to our advantage. He didn't hesitate to kill that cultist.
Did any of you speak the language that he spoke? I don't recognize it at all.
No, I don't.
I don't think we can command it.
No, not
Look,
command.
What does the book say? What does the book say? Does it say how to control them?
He seems to be rampaging, so he'll probably just attack whoever's nearest.
I didn't see anything in the book.
No, it did not.
Can I check the book? Quickly.
I'll just simply say that based on what you read previously, it doesn't mention anything about how to defeat them.
Mentions nothing on how to stop it. Only how it is created.
Plan A, then? Chop it into pieces?
Okay.
I'm going to stay at the back.
Okie dokie. And now actually leading.
Yeah, I mean, Nagrax is just moving as far away from it as possible, really. He will probably move to about here, and he'll kind of like... Does this door open outwards or inwards, Doom?
Outwards.
Outwards. Okay, he'll kind of peer around the corner if it's open. Or is it closed right now?
Let's.
What was that, sorry?
Okay, you peek it open a little bit. Oh, missed the thing. Yep. And you can see inside, and you see sinks lining the south wall. Or what seems to be a stall wall. Right here.
So this could be like a bathroom.
Mhm.
Right.
And shuffling.
What was that, sorry?
You hear shuffling.
Okay. Nagrax will probably move over to here, trusting that the guys are close by, so if anyone comes out of here, they'll be able to deal with him. He wants to do the same with this door.
Okay, you peek inside, and you look into a bedroom. You can see two lumps on the northern side.
Lumps. It's not humanoids.
Well, the lumps in the bed, so you assume they're probably humanoid.
Okay, so this is a bedroom. This is just the quarters over here. Did we see any other doors on the way down here?
Not on the way down, but there are doors further along. I just got to unveil them.
Further along is in which direction? Oh, do you mean down here?
See.
Okay, Nagrax will quickly turn around to the party. He will kind of like, sort of like move his, he'll kind of like crane his head, you know, to basically indicate that there might be something in this direction. And he will continue down the corridor.
Do I see that motion from him?
Well, I mean, I would imagine I would be visible at that distance, too. Does that mean if he was stood where he was stood?
I'm gonna. I'll I'll shoulder the spear or something for now. I'll get my sword out and I'll just wait
Yeah.
by the door. It opens outwards, right?
Yes, it does.
So I'll wait. If I know someone's coming out of it, I'll wait behind it.
Yeah,
So
Nagrax is
it will
oh, sorry,
open
go on.
and like, I'll be behind it as it opens.
Going to peek into here as well.
Okay, you peek into that one, and you can see a kitchen area. There are lots of different crates dotted around. There's a big fireplace, table,
Right.
chairs.
Okay, for now I'm just basically trying to see as much as possible at this one.
Roll a stealth check.
Yeah, I'll be rolling out disadvantage.
Okay, even with a 13,
That was decent for me actually, but even so.
you creak. Feel the bloody thing. There we go. Creak open the door, and you can see into a library.
So this is
You
a
quickly see someone with a backpack sitting at the top of the table reading through a book.
right. So have they noticed me?
They have not noticed you now.
Right. Flint, which way are you looking at the moment? Are you looking
I
to?
don't know.
Right. As Flint, if Flint comes up, I will kind of just sort of motion for him to stop. I will put up 2 fingers and then point into the room to indicate that there's 2 people in there without saying anything. And kind of just put 1 finger to my lips to basically say, you know, move quietly. With that, Nagrax will just gingerly move a bit further down the corridor.
Yeah, Simeon, you hear a lot of draining sounds. A bit of kind of sounds.
Damn it, it's still in there. Fuck, I thought it was coming out.
And Nagrax, you see at the end of this corridor there is a door.
Right, okay, I'm going
Door is
to...
closed.
It's closed, okay. I'm basically going to stand, well, at the side of it, so basically I'm not, you know, directly in front. Does the door handle give if I move it?
You reach out to try and touch the door, and your hand basically meets a wall of force about an inch away from the door.
Right, so some sort of enchantment on it.
As you look up the door, you see a circular symbol on it.
Is
With a
it
diagonal line going across it?
the same one that's on the runestone?
Yes.
Right, and I still have that. Is it like an indent?
No, it's not. It's just drawing onto the door.
Right. Take the runestone out, kind of hold it near it. Any reaction?
The rune glows on it, and then fades.
Okay, try the door again.
You are able to touch the door this time.
Right. Okay, I move the door really gently if I'm able to open it.
Roll stealth.
Shit. Okay.
Okie dokie. You open the door into a very well lit laboratory. Velen is sat at a desk over here
Well,
with a book open in front of him and several specimens of what seem to be slimes in jars in front of him. Lining
Okay.
the walls all over the place are various different slimes in jars.
okay.
There is a large circular structure right here, and there are crates dotted around.
Okay.
Hearing the door open, he waves his hand over. Put the cadaver over on the table over there. I'll be with him in a second.
So he's got the back to us?
Yes.
Right, so I think what I'll do here is, did he kind of motion to where?
He motioned over in this direction.
Motioned over in this direction. There's no bodies nearby, so I couldn't really do anything there. Okay, I think what he will do in that case is he will move over to the thingy. He will take his backpack off his back and he'll kind of like place it down on the table, you know, to make the sound of something heavy going onto it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll just immediately pick it back up and just move out the room.
Roll your deception for that.
If he's not looking though, could I have that with advantage?
Okay, 15. Okay, he doesn't turn away from his work.
Right. Okay, so did you say that there was a well here?
It's not a well, it's a stone-built platform of some kind that you can stand on top of.
I think, to be honest, even without rolling, Nargrax would look at that. Oh, sorry, I would look at that and think, could be a way out. So, with that, what are the others doing actually before I decide what I'm doing next?
I'm just waiting to hear what you've discovered.
I'm still by the door by the bathroom, expecting this guy to come out.
Okay, well,
sometime
considering that I've put the air quotes cadaver on the table, I'll kind of move back towards you guys if you don't move towards me first.
Finian meets you just right about
Okay,
there.
so I'll just say to Finian, it's Velen. He's still in that room. There seems to be a stone platform in there also. It's probably a way out. I think that's probably the only way out of here based on what we've seen. I think every other room just seems to be a living quarters for these people. I'll just relay this information to Simeon and Finian and we can decide what to do next.
Simeon, roll perception.
Eight.
With an 8, you see a shadow down the corridor from where you've come, lumbering around.
Can the others see me from this distance?
No.
God. God. I'm gonna abandon the door and run up. We need to get out of here now.
Okay, sort of as if he's a.
Get the others.
So you're talking to Flint now?
Yeah. Time to go get the others, and I'm just gonna go back to the door.
Yep. So I go and get the others.
Okay.
Finian runs down.
Maybe if we hide it, I'll take out the cultists for us.
Certainly thinking about hiding in here now. I'll open the door and just.
Right, I guess. Have I been told, by the way, or am I still up here?
I mean,
Well, unless your friend said to come with you.
Okay, so I didn't hear that part.
Dokie. So everyone piles in.
I'll open the door, close it behind me, and can I like listen for a moment at the door to see if it's
Might not be able to tell at this
been
difference.
alerted to that?
As you try and listen, someone inside. What? He's currently got his pants down. He's sat on a toilet.
Is there a door to this stall or no?
No, it was just open.
I'm gonna run over him, just put my sword at his throat. No words will come out of that throat, or my sword will go in it. You understand?
Roll intimidation.
9.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Don't have advantage given he's currently pantless.
You know, you've
Actually,
heard it in.
I'd be pretty intimidated if I was on the shirt or two.
wow.
You've heard
All
it in.
right,
Wow.
well, you know,
Okay.
9
He's
it is.
proud when he takes his shirt. Okay. He kind of looks at you. He's snarling. He's trying to reach down.
I'm gonna. Can I grab him, just rip him off the toilet, and just throw him to the ground?
Make a opposed strength check. It'll be a straight 20 from him. Oh, fuck.
Oh no! I
Okay.
got a 6. Fuck me.
There's
Okay.
what are these
God.
rolls?
Okay, you try and pull him off. You actually pull him to stand up. And as you do so, he grabs his knife and he'll make an attack against you.
Is that all? I don't care about that.
Okay, he misses.
I'd not try and reason with him. It's like, look, the flesh golem's free. If we make much more noise, it'll kill us all.
There's no overreaction. He makes another attack.
Thank you.
Okay. Fail. Okay.
Can I again try and just grab him and like pin him to the ground?
Go ahead.
That's better. Yeah.
Okay, you managed to, yep. He's
I'll,
swimming against you, but you're on top of him. He's
can
kinda-
I as he swings the dagger, can I like suplex him?
Yeah, go on.
Suplex him,
Suplex the
Into the
train.
toilet.
like knee on the
Actually,
chest.
no,
I'll
not
kick the dagger away.
no, not into the toilet. God, we don't want to make that kind of noise.
So when you suplex him, his naked ass swings around.
Just his ass.
Yeah, yeah.
Lands, I'm going to say, bottom down, so the other part up. You sit on
Yeah.
his chest, you kick away the knife. He's straining against you, wiggling around. Everything is wiggling.
Oh God.
All right, I'll put sword at her throat. That thing in the cell. Can you control it? The
He'll...
lumbering beast in the cell. Can you control it?
No.
Who can? Which of you can? I'll dig my sword into his throat a little bit.
Villain.
You lie. There are others. Who else can?
Oh dear.
We don't see this. We don't see.
I know,
We
but
don't have omnipotent.
I know. I'm just saying our character. Sorry.
Omnipotent. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Omnipresence.
Because of the
Oh yeah, that's it.
dulling nature of everything, you only hear it slightly. But you hear crashing and splintering of wood, just really faintly.
Well, it's doing our work for us. If you want to live, you'll tell us how to destroy it, and I'll drive my sword in just a little bit more into his neck.
Actually, Simeon, before he answers, I'll just say, cover his mouth, Simeon.
Oh, all right, I'll cover his mouth.
As he does that, I'm going for non-lethal damage here. I'm going to bring my mace down on one of his kneecaps.
Okay. Then.
Oh, get back up over here!
No, I'm just going to say you hit, so I'm not going to say you missed or anything like that. In case you slam it down, roll your damage.
I mean, I'm not trying to kill the guy.
Yeah. I mean, unless you can do 30-something damage in one hit.
This is like bad
Potentially,
cop
yeah.
and worse cop.
This is Nargrax's most, well, zealous streak coming out. 8 damage. Do I roll the poison as well, Dim?
Sure, yeah.
4.
That makes damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as he says, I just say,
And you infect the wound.
I just said, I'll just say to him, so, my friend probably isn't stressing the urgency of our situation enough, and I look down to the wound, and it would seem that you have an issue now, so...
Oh, I thought you were going to say this before you brought the mace down. Like, that's sadistic.
No, after I bring it down and to see it's infected.
I think we've got a
Just
problem.
shocked to see Nargrax do that. Is all.
Yeah, Nargrax really, after seeing what they did to that kid, he really doesn't have any sympathy. He said, I would advise that you answer my friend here.
I'm assuming he cried out.
Well, I mean, I asked him
Bang.
to...
Leaned into your hand. And then he looks at Simeon.
You still got one more. I don't think he's afraid to use it again.
When he is naked, I could.
I hope you brought
Oh.
adamant weapons.
Do we know anything about adamant weapons? What would we have to do for that?
Simeon will. Let me just pull up the description for them.
I know we visited a blacksmith that had adamant stuff.
It's like I've still got the torch in my hand, manipulating the flames into various shapes. Like, I mean, I suppose I could always burn off your manhood if you don't tell us how to control it. Knee claps can be fixed. you'll still be a man with your kneecaps. Trying to like get in the glow of the flame to make my face look more menacing.
Melee weapons made of or coated in adamantine, are usually effective when used to break objects. Whenever an adamantine weapon hits an object, the hit is a critical hit.
So,
The adamantine versions of a melee weapon costs 500 gold, not for the normal version, or more than the normal version. Sorry. The weapon can be made of metal or coated with it.
it can be coated with it.
Yes.
Right. So in that case, Nigrax will. In fact, is this information being relayed via Simeon, or is this just something he knows?
He just said adamant weapons. Do you have any here? You'll need to destroy your creations if it turns against you, I'm sure.
We don't need them.
You know, you're acting awfully smug. Nigrax, the second kneecap, if you will.
I could always burn off his manhood, I say, manipulating flames on this torture grant.
That is.
My
I
death
appreciate your
sacrifice.
tenacity.
Yeah, sort of. Nigrax will just say, cover his mouth against Simeon.
Did I hear him say? What did he say? Something about a sacrifice?
My death will be a small sacrifice.
Oh, it won't kill you.
So
I'll cover his mouth. Nod.
Yeah.
Every man has his pain threshold.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think this. Do I just roll damage again here, Doom?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think that's coming through on roll 20, is it?
It's not now.
Came through a 7 on D&D Beyond.
7, yeah, and then I'll just roll. Again, I'm not trying to kill him. Or I'm making it hurt.
Wow, that D4.
Of a knee. He screams into
Well,
the hand.
well, actually, as he screams into hand, I'm just going to like move so Nigrax's eyes are on level of his, and I said, "That little girl was a sacrifice too. I doubt that her contribution will mean much in the long run, as will yours." I'm basically trying to roll intimidation, or can I not do that again?
You can try to.
I'm guessing it's going to be a really high DC, but considering I've broken both his kneecaps, so I'd imagine that's going to be worth something.
Oh, I've never seen him angry before.
Yeah,
You
obviously.
wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it could ask for advantage considering that Simeon also failed.
Okay. He just laughs. More than one life I can serve in.
Then I hope we see you in the next one.
How?
Shank in the throat with the sword. Just finish him.
I might cover his mouth as you do that, just in case he kind of like screams out.
He
guess-
strains against you, but he then starts to go limp. And he finally poops.
Yeah, that's accurate.
This say we all do when we die.
Ah, these zealots. They're such pieces of shit.
Yeah, Nigrax's hand is kind of shaking a little bit after that. He's kind of surprised that he can let his temper get the better of him there.
No, Gox, are you okay? That was a bit out of character for you.
It's a tense situation. I don't blame you.
I'm sorry, but just seeing what these people have done, I don't have pity for them. I'm sorry, I just don't.
They barely care about the torture.
Doom, as the golem came out of here, did any of us hear him?
You've heard the footsteps receding.
Receding, can we tell the direction?
You'd assume in this direction.
Right, okay, so I think Nigrax will say at this point, he seems to be heading towards Velen's general direction. He'll probably come across him eventually, and when it reaches him, I would imagine he'll come out asking questions. We probably want to get out of this room. We're boxed in here.
Yes, agreed.
I'll move out of the room. I'll take a quick peek into this room just to see what is done. Do I see an absolute carnival of violence?
The beds are all completely shattered. There is blood all over this wall. Body parts are strewn all over the place.
Alright, I'll move up again. I'll poke my head in the kitchen just to see if anyone or the flesh golem is in there.
No, but you can hear banging coming from in here.
Oh, god damn it.
The door is slightly ajar. As you're looking, you see it, a cultist desperately trying to fight it off, throwing a spell at it, but it just kind of fizzles out against it.
I'll wave my companions over here.
Okay. Kind of moving
gonna-
up gingerly.
I think we need to get out of here. You think there's something in Valen's room that can get us
Yeah.
out of here?
A platform kind of similar to the well. I think it's the only way out. And well, Veland was in there. Unfortunately, he noticed me, but I managed to. Well, he didn't see me, fortunately.
All right,
But-
everyone, into this room now. Finian, you're the quickest of us. Run to the door, bang on it, scream for help. Get back here.
Finian doesn't hesitate. He runs down, begins banging away at it. As soon as he hears movement, he runs and
And I'll close the door and just wait at it.
okay. A few minutes pass. You hear footsteps, the door open, some shouting, and then you hear several different types of footsteps moving around. It goes quiet again.
Did I hear footsteps come to this door?
Yes.
Could I crack the door a little bit and peek out? See what
As
happens?
they come in there.
Very
That's-
inconsistent, the sounds in this place.
What did you say? Sorry, Doom.
As they're coming near.
As I just want the door open a little bit just to see if Valen goes to this door and goes in.
Yes, he goes through that door briefly and then walks back out, back towards his study. And then you see another figure walking out that door.
Plan A failed. As it lumbers past, I'll just shut the door again. Well, there
You-
goes my plan.
They did say that Velen could control it. He probably just directed it back to the cell.
He didn't even check to see if his compatriots were unharmed. He
I
cares
don't.
little.
Can you understand now why Simeon and I did what I did? These people are pitiless.
Belen seems like quite an important figure. Maybe if we take him out, it will delay the cult's actions.
Are you sure that we could actually best someone like that, especially one who could control that golem?
He just simply knew the correct words. He probably had a hand in making it. Hopefully with the sound in this place, he couldn't call it again to his side. Maybe if we catch him by surprise.
I look to the others and just say, I'll leave it to your discretion, but I don't think we should take this lightly. He stands between us and our goal. The only way is to either sneak past him, or, well, I don't
Or
think I
freak him.
need to say it.
I don't suppose he'd buy that we're here to join the cult.
No. I mean, honestly, he would probably put a lot into place. It's
Can I look out of the door again, just as we're talking?
You hear a bit of movement coming from the library. That's it. Otherwise, there's nothing else going on.
I think there's one alive in the library.
Suppose Valen got to it in time.
Torture may not work. Maybe we can reason with him.
There may be some information in the library that could help us. But
I'll move it to the library. Motion for the others to come with me.
Yeah, you going inside?
I want to look in the doorway first. See if we can
Uh,
immediately see somewhere.
roll stealth.
Hey, disadvantage. That's a nat one.
Okie dokie.
that is
Open the door.
that's a
And-
yikes.
Hello.
Up. I'm sorry, Valen. I'll clean it up. I'll clean it up. Okay, I'll clean it up. And then he looks at you, and he sees you peeking through. And he narrows his eyes. Who are you? He draws his dagger and runs over the body towards you.
Can I?
One, I'm gonna say make a dex save. See if you can dodge the attack.
12.
Probably.
Yeah, you're the low AC. Yeah, you'll miss. Okie dokie.
Can I? Can I just like grab him by the hand, wrench the dagger out of his hand, and try and subdue him?
Doing a post strength. Wow. Okay.
Still feeling the effects of that damage you took.
God
try
damn.
with him, and he goes basically over on top of you, pinning you against the floor, and he's going to attempt to stab you immediately. You'll have advantage.
Is everyone else just standing watching this happen?
Well, I mean, I'm
charging and like whacking with my
I'm
torch
dwelling
there.
next to you, but I don't know if I'm able to act.
God damn.
Can I
Everyone's standing
run
around
in
like,
watching
fight,
my torch
fight.
stuff?
It does not hit me.
I mean, I'm going to help him if we have the opportunity to, but I assume that we have to wait for initiative.
I'm going to run in and hit him with my quarter staff.
Right, go ahead, make a hit.
$16,
Yeah, that hits.
and I can push him back 5 feet as well.
Okay, so you basically throw him over Simeon then during that. That's your damage.
Eight.
Okay, okay. You give him a good punk.
Is he standing at the moment, or was he not prone by that, Doom?
He was just pushed against the wall, basically over Simeon.
Okay.
You okay? I'm like,
Oh,
over
I'm
my
not
stuff.
even ignoring Flynn. I'm just going to get up and
I'm going
try
to
and pin him against the wall.
I'm going to attempt to subdue him when I get the opportunity. Just not non-lethal damage with the mace.
He attempted to attack you, Simeon. He got an nat one. So he basically lost grip on his dagger and it's fallen to the floor.
Yeah, I want to slam this guy against the wall.
Okie dokie. Doing strength again.
That's better.
Okay, you pin him against the wall.
What's going on here?
Velen! Velen!
Hand over his mouth. Before,
Make a dex save. See if you can do it quick enough.
11.
He gets out one, shouts of Velen, then you get the hand over the mouth.
We know we can't meet him with these guys. I say we just kill him and get on with it.
You think Velen will come to save you? Actually, no. Before that, can we drag him into the kitchen area? Just in case Velen actually gets off his ass.
Whilst he's doing so.
What did you say, sorry?
Needs to be one more strength check to drag him into the kitchen.
Doom, could I don't know if you allow me to do this, but could I cast guidance on Simeon for that strength check?
Yeah, go ahead.
So that'll be an extra D4 to your strength check. Not that I think you need it.
Yeah, 22.
Wow, yes, you did it.
Was it a 20 DC?
Oh, wait, sorry, yeah. Sorry, it was 20. Yeah. I thought you actually rolled a 3 then on your 20, sorry.
Oh, no, I got a 19.
Wow,
fair.
that
From the same
God,
circumstance.
that would have been clutch.
Okay,
Wow.
look, you managed to get him into the kitchen.
Okay, obviously I'm gonna move.
Yep.
With them.
Right, I'm just going to pin him to the ground again, hand over his mouth. You think Velen will care about you? You think he'll come to your aid? He barely even looked up when that thing was smashing in your friend's head. Why do you fight for such a cause when the cause does not care about you?
You feel him smile underneath your hand. But he doesn't otherwise respond.
Did I say something funny?
Should know, Simeon. We can't reason with these guys. We've tried for.
It's only a matter of time before you die.
I agree. I have no plans to live forever, but my death is not coming this day. How do we get out of here?
He stays quiet.
That's the wrong answer. Nargrax.
Agrax will just motion for him to cover his mouth again, and kind of his hand shakes a little bit more this time. He didn't really want to do this again, but yeah, he's going to.
Okie roll your damage.
Just about to say, would this help with like an intimidation check?
I'll let you roll an intimidation check as well.
So that's going to be 7 bludgeoning, and well, may as well roll the poison too. 3.
Okie.
Can I help him with that intimidation? Since I'm doing a bit of intimidating myself. Give him advantage.
Advantage, go on.
Just about to say, I could probably cast guidance again, but I don't know if you'd allow me to do that too, Doom.
Give you just an attack roll.
Yeah, fair enough. Is Simeon rolling intimidation, or am I? Sorry.
I'll assume you were, giving you smacked his leg.
I mean, I didn't know whether I was basically trying to support Sim because he was the one talking to him, but I'll roll it.
If you want to do it the other way around, I can roll it.
Oh shit!
Good thing you have
Right.
advantage.
Yeah, advantage, better roll high, son.
Didn't realize I had advantage on that.
You have a +3 to intimidation. Jesus Christ.
So
Okie. He screams out against the hand. He cries slightly against it and starts to take deep breaths. His eyes are wide. Not helping you.
You could still walk out of here. That
as he
kneecap
says,
is merely a sacrifice, as people keep mentioning. Walk out, leave the town, live your own life. Don't be shackled to such a unworthy cause. A cause that slaughters children in the name of peace.
He laughs at that when you say that.
How do we get out of here? How do you get out of here?
sort of as Simeon takes that, I kind of put my hand under his chin, kind of like, squeeze his cheeks, and I motion to the mace. I am prepared to do it again.
Wait 1 second.
Not just that. Our friend, pointing at Flint back here, our friend has just been dying to try out a new spell.
I'll just manipulate the flames on my torch as he's saying this.
I hear casting it on your manhood would be most delightful.
He looks straight at you, Simeon. He looks to Nagrax briefly, then to Flint, then back at you. Get off me. Make a wisdom save.
Which one of us? All of us, or just Simeon?
Just Simeon.
17.
I guess you managed to get it as well.
Yeah, I think
You
I know that
feel
one.
a sudden compulsion start to overcome you, but it fades quickly. And you see him start to look worried. when nothing happens.
I don't think I will.
Can I tell that a spell was just tried to be used on him?
Give me a well versed with casting. Yes, you can.
Do I
Have
know
you-
which one?
I probably don't.
Damn. Mouth covered, hands bound. This guy's a master at throwing spells. I'm playing.
He suddenly jerks his head, and you feel him shake slightly.
What's wrong? You're filled with fear? You've not seen nothing to be scared of yet. I'll ask you again. How do we get out of here?
He starts to laugh. Suddenly the laugh starts to peter out, and you feel something wet against your hand.
Did he bite his own tongue off?
Do you lift your hand?
Actually, if I see Samir move his hand, I move my hand to cover his mouth.
I'll move my hand off his mouth and just grab him by the throat and start choking him out.
As you do so, he doesn't react at all. There is blood on your hand. His mouth opens. Blood starts to pool out of it. And his tongue falls out.
I told you there is no dealing with these fanatics.
I thought there was some humanity left to reason with.
Should have taken the shot on the balcony when I had the chance.
What do you mean, Flint?
I'll explain it when we get out of this place.
That's
Right
the
now I'm more
question.
concerned for our survival.
How do we get out of this place? Is the guy in front of me dead?
Yes, he's
Well, I
dead.
was just about to say he bit his own tongue off, so. The only way seems to be forward, but that stone platform seems like our best chance, but there's no guarantees that it'll react to us. I needed to use the rune stone in order to open the door to that room. I mean, maybe that will give us access to this platform too, but there's still the matter of Velen.
So what do you suggest?
To what we've seen him do today, I don't think he should be allowed to live. All this atrocities that have gone on in this place.
I guess we do owe him for what happened at the manor. We already owe him one, is what I meant to say.
Grax takes a moment. Hand is still shaking, but he tightens his grip and he then says, "It's very unlikely that we're going to sneak past him. Which leaves us really with only one remaining option."
Excellent. I say, rubbing my hands.
All right.
Before we do anything else, I'm going to use. Let me just double check how many things do I have left. Yeah, I'll use another one. I'm going to use another charge of the Cure Wounds wand on Finian. Just because he took some damage earlier, and I'll imagine that he's going to be quite useful here. Well, imagine. But, yeah. He heals for 13.
Okie dokie.
I'll see him do this, and I'll have a little bit of an internal struggle. No, Grex. When I said I was fine earlier, I may not have been telling the whole truth.
I did.
If we're going into a fight, I feel I could be at full strength.
Yeah, Nargrax agrees, and though he doesn't want to really burn all of these, I think he probably realizes that spell slots are going to be more useful here. Okay, I'm just marking off another charge.
I've got it. You should have 2 charges left.
Well, I'm about to use another one.
I mean, after you've used that one.
Right, okay, I may have miscounted then, because I thought I only had one. Have you been keeping track every time I've been using it?
That I've been here, yeah. If you used one when I was...
Because I only have
On a
one
break.
charge left, honestly. Can't...
Jen's probably got it counted right, given he's the one that's been using it.
What was I
Probably
say?
One of them.
Because I've still kept it in my items and managed one, but I trust Bug more than myself, so...
Right, so I'll just say to Simeon, not quite full, but you look a lot better. Only look like you've taken some minor scuffs now.
That's just my default look. Handsome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, before we head on, can I take a quick peek around the corner to see where the golem went?
You can't see anything down
Right.
the corridor.
But guys, I'd like to investigate the library first, see if there's anything that could help us.
Certainly. I can't imagine Velen will be in a rush to come get us.
Just roll a general investigation for the library.
I'd do this with advantage, given my previous profession.
Yeah, go on.
You were a librarian.
I was.
Nerd.
Okay, you see lots of similar books to what you've seen previously, but you also see various different spell scrolls as well. As you rifle through them, you see quite a few True Strike scrolls. There's a Raised Dead scroll, and there's a Fireball scroll.
Don't suppose anyone wants these True Strike scrolls?
I'll take one.
I hand them over to Simeon.
You hand him 7 True Strike scrolls.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Did I miss much in roughly the last minute?
Yeah, we just got
I
7
found-
true strike scrolls.
Why do you keep giving us true strike scrolls?
So you also actually know,
Can we...
you also find what seems to be a black spell book. It's latched shut with a padlock.
Oh, that's never a good sign. Did we just find the Necronomicon?
I mean,
What spell level is True Strike? 1?
Yep.
So the True Strike scrolls, a scroll of Fireball, and a Black Book,
And a scroll of Raised Dead.
and a scroll of Raised Dead. No, Grex, I have a scroll of Fireball here. Would you make use of this?
a scroll of fireboard.
Ball.
I mean, in fact, would I be able to read this?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, would I be able to use the scroll?
Anyone can use the scrolls.
Anyone can use the scroll. Okay, I just wanted to make sure before accepted it. Suppose Nygrax would just say.
What about if you can't read?
Well, I mean,
If you're illiterate?
pretty sure
I
you
didn't know
can.
you could read.
He'll just say, yes, I'll accept it. Flint, it will probably come in rather handy.
I keep the black book and the Mare's Dead scroll.
Kidoki.
So I'll just add that to my inventory. Hang on. Hey, you guys talk amongst yourselves while I'm doing that.
Oh, True Strike's a cantrip. No, it doesn't.
It
matter.
is.
Doesn't matter what it is. Just so I knew what to list it as in the ink.
Doom, would this be a third level scroll?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just
So now-
making notes, so I'll be with you in a second.
Right, I say we charge into the room and scream, "Don't attack." That way, when we attack, he'll be very surprised.
I have a feeling he may already know we're here.
You think he cares that little?
He doesn't seem like the kind of man who worries about very much. To commit the acts that he has, Simeon, to have no reaction when we told him. Do you really think a man like that is to be trifled with casually? We have no choice, but we need to be on guard.
Then I'm with you. All the way.
Right.
How do I want to do this?
Don't really know what he can do. Is he a fighter? Is he a spell user?
We know, Precious. I suppose really, I don't feel we should be discussing this a bit further back, but I'll kind of lower my voice a bit. I would imagine, given the nature of his knowledge, he's probably a practitioner of the arcane arts.
His scroll shot was quite impressive.
Actually, Doom, before we do that, I would like to quickly look in the library.
What for?
I just kind of want to see if there's any more information about either the flesh golems or just anything we haven't seen, or maybe just some information about the Kotor Valen himself.
There is not on all
Right.
other fronts.
Okay, I'm guessing the fact that he didn't roll for me
All the
means
same types of books.
it's just
but
the
there's-
same types of books. Okay. Okay. Nygrax considers for a moment. We need to try and take him by surprise if possible.
I can't help feeling we've forgotten something. Hang on. I'm going to run back. I'm going to go to the room where we ambushed those three guys.
Okay.
Because I remember... Might be meta gaming a little bit. I remember you saying there was a crystal ball on the table, right?
See.
Gonna grab it.
Sure.
Gonna bring it back.
Kidoki.
I don't know if this is gonna help.
What do you...
I f-
do you have
I
this?
found- I found this. I present the ball. I present my balls to the party.
Could have smart.
Not the time or place, but
Oh, sorry. I'll present the orb. Crystal ball.
Sure, Lorna will want to see them later. Not now.
I must be honest, Simeon, I don't
Those
really.
are lovely. You just look at the crystal ball.
I think this is probably more Flint's domain once again.
Can I tell if this crystal ball is used for anything in particular?
Roll Arcana.
I don't know why I've changed screens. Oh, 26 with my plus.
It can be used to give remote commands.
Looks like some sort of controlling device used to give commands remotely.
Can you discern for what?
I assume it's the column, but am I certain it's the column?
You haven't got a clue.
I can only assume it's for the column.
If we can use... Unfortunately, there's no one left alive here to call for help, and I would imagine by now Velen has figured out quite a few people are dead.
Watch it get in this room now when he's not there. It's gone.
I wonder how many more of these devices there are. How many more golems they have.
I
We
don't
need to
believe...
get out of here quickly. Report to the guild, warn the town. We may have a war on our hands.
Okay. I'll turn to Finian. Finian, you are probably the most discreet out of the three of us. See if you can peer around and ascertain Valen's current location.